Okay, let's hope this is all good. And now I go share link. I don't know if anybody's here, but if you are, then hello. God damn, this pop-up won't go away. Okay, we got a minute. Interesting. Damn, it's hot today. Oh yeah, they also get a new skin this season, or this whatever. I mean, yeah, they did get a new skin this season, but they're getting another skin. It's probably gonna be PK, I think. It's either PK or Conqueror, but I'm going PK. How you doing, Koala? Hope you're doing well. Did we get new Woolen armor this season? If not, then sad face. Please, Woolen armor. Actually, no, it's gonna be samurai armor, so at least we get something for
We are
Kensei.
back live to blow out your eardrums and bring you everything that has to do with Year 8, Season 1, TU2. But first, Nolan, how are you doing?
I'm doing great, Brian. How are you?
I'm fantabulous, man.
Fantabulous again?
Yeah.
Like, that's such a good
Yeah.
word. I'm loving
Oh,
the
alright.
new
Well, I hope you have a good day
vernacular
at work,
for
man.
today. That's always good.
Oh, yeah, I fell asleep to a history podcast.
It's a
woke up to
Thursday,
history
isn't it? Yeah.
podcast. I'm doing great.
Somehow I
Just
always
diving into
get these
history today.
Thursdays. I've never
Yeah,
missed the
so,
Warriors Den in
to
like
just jump off and jump right into it, let's
3
do a
years,
quick
I
recap
think.
of what you can expect in the
I
upcoming
think I only missed
title.
one. That was Magi's.
So, there's everything that happened.
Other than that, I
in,
haven't missed the Warriors
TU1.
Den.
Despite how you may play For Honor, I at least hope you can
Just like I
read,
haven't missed a major
English,
holiday.
even if you can't
Somehow.
read in game.
Please don't let that
And then
be.
here's everything coming in title update 2. We
Oh
got
my
a new
God, I hope I
hero
didn't
skin.
jinx it.
We've got Cathedral converted map. Woo!
Hello, Purple. How you doing?
We've got new armor variations. We got a throwback event, a trio of Hero Fests, and
Ooh, Hyper Duels is coming back. That's what I've been waiting for.
event. So I'm excited. I like Hyper Duels.
Hyper duels are great.
Yeah, every time we do this, people are like, just replace regular duels with this. So
bring
hopefully
me
you
up.
guys enjoy it. And we'll be happy to see all your feedback on all the things once they're out. But Nolan,
If I
believe
just
there's
jinx
more.
that holiday thing, I'm gonna be really
That's right, because
upset.
if you look up, there's something dropping today. They're the Twitch drops. That's right, folks. Now, you've heard me say this before, but I'm going to say it again anyway. If you have not linked your UbiConnect account to your Twitch account, what are you doing? Please do that so you can get all the awesome drops, because for every 30 minutes you're with us today, you're going to get a scavenger crate. And at the end of the show, we're going to pick some lucky winners to win a grand
I'm hoping
prize
it's gonna
of either
not
100
be a
piece
whole lot of
steel
30
or
minutes.
a brand new shiny hero skin, which is just...
I might try to record some
Oh, it's gonna
Fatale
be
stuff
great.
today.
It's gonna be great.
Maybe.
Choice. It is quite choice.
Yes, yes.
Well, we got a lot to cover in the. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry.
No, that was...
Was there more?
Oh, there's a lot to
was- I mean,
cover.
Is there?
There's always.
I'm just
more.
kind of
There's always-
confused.
It's us.
I guess it's not a bad thing. I'm
We got a
just-
lot to cover in this den.
What are
so
we
coming
covering?
Right up, we've got all the Year 8, Season 1, TU2 details, les détails.
Honestly,
that
yeah,
we want
get
you
some
to know
YouTube
about.
drops.
But before that, we've got a little old sneak peek that is very much
So I can not have
linked
to- Ooh, sneak peek.
Assassin's Creed. So we're going to show you
Assassin's
right
Creed
now.
event again?
Enjoy.
Go check it out.
Ooh, new execution. Cool. Then. Ooh. Oh, they're bringing it back. Okay. So for everybody who wanted this back, here you go. Ezio is Peacekeeper? Hold on. Yo, hold on. Hold on. Play as Ezio? Is PK Ezio? Ain't no way. I'm gonna learn PK. Yo, I'm learning PK. I'm learning PK. Wait a minute. What's the voice gonna be like? Cause if it's Ezio's body with PK's voice, that's gonna be really weird. But actually, hold on. Well, I'm trying to think of it from a Peacekeeper player mindset. It kind of feels like they robbed the Peacekeeper players. It does kind of feel like they robbed the Peacekeeper players because, I mean, as an Assassin's Creed fan, well, true, yeah, that's the only way you're getting male PK. But as an Assassin's Creed fan, I love this. But as a Peacekeeper main, I can definitely see them hating this because they don't get anything like super unique for Peacekeeper. They just get Ezio. But I love this actually. I mean, I don't care about Peacekeeper. I'm not getting Peacekeeper to 70 because of this, but you know, or 80. I'm sorry, but I love it. But yeah, that's pretty cool. I'm gonna have to see the comments for this though, because I can see them exploding.
Welcome back, everybody, all the warriors out there. Today we are welcoming once again on the couch, Mr. Stefan. How are you doing?
Wonderful. Season 1's been awesome so far, and title update 2 is going to be
Am I not
better,
following
so
Ubisoft on? Oh, there they
Also,
are.
Alex is back. We're happy to have her again. And for the first time ever on the Den, Amelie.
Hello.
Welcome to the show. Welcome to the couches. They're higher now. I like it.
Yeah, the first thing I
But yeah,
see is
we've
as a
got
PK
we've got
main,
lot
I hate
to,
this.
Cover today. So why don't we just kick it off with you? Steph?
Yep, they were hoping for unique
well,
skins.
thank you
Yeah.
very much. Of course, you've seen. Today we're going to, or 1 week from now, I guess, we will welcome For Honor's very first cross-brand hero skin with Ezio, of course, from Assassin's Creed.
Yes.
Did he just say?
So
Whatever.
super hyped. This will be a Peacekeeper hero skin.
Yeah, people are
Right, that's
really
fine.
Yeah, it
mad.
makes sense. The stabby everywhere.
People are
Stabby,
pissed.
Stabby here, got a stabby here.
Exactly.
Exactly. So amazing. This is, of course, our iconic character from Assassin's Creed franchise, our friends upstairs. So it's wonderful to have Ezio able to come into For Honor. This should be great.
People
for
are saying
players.
Altair
Try it out on
and
their Peacekeeper.
Connor will be forgotten, but honestly,
Crispy.
Yes.
Ezio's
I
the most
believe
popular
you had
assassin,
handed
so
that,
this
yeah.
makes sense.
My team did.
if they were
yeah.
to, do this.
Yeah, the character team really went and they remade this armor. So a lot of the pieces they had to add on to it. Things like the bracer with the
Are people crazy?
hidden blade.
They said he isn't missing
add
his
a little
finger.
bit,
Ezio
more,
has all his fingers.
in the style of this game.
'Cause by the
and
time,
retextured everything.
let me
The
not
face
get into
is
Assassin's Creed
original,
lore, but
the
yeah.
weapons are original. They're all based off of things that were in Assassin's Creed, and we're really very proud of.
Did
how we
people
did
just
that.
not play the games? Because
Yeah, I
he
think this
never
is
got
the
his finger
ageist
cut off
and
for the hidden blade.
that, Ezio has ever been. So it's really cool to see Mr. Auditore in For Honor and looking sharp. looking crispy.
They should definitely give
So,
PK a second
I'm
skin after
what
this.
makes this
Yeah, I can
skin
see that. Yeah.
so special to
Yeah.
the world.
Wait, does he have unique?
So for
Oh, I was
me,
looking at
really
comments, I
wanted
didn't
for
see the
player
thing.
To feel like
Looks like he has unique
they're
idols, too.
experiencing, Ezio like we always have.
Oh, wait, no, I
in
think-
Assassin's Creed 2. and
Dude, that's
Assassin's
so
Creed
cool.
Brotherhood. So it was really to investigate in the how it was portrayed in this game. So I make I watch a
Different
lot of
running stances
references
and
of the
everything
old
too.
game
Okay, now
and,
it's showing on the screen.
And we talk about with the mocap actor that worked on Assassin's Creed before, and we come to the conclusion that the best thing to change was the navigation.
That's
so like
really
all
cool.
new character, we went to mocap, we shoot some new animation for the walk. The
Yeah, I think
jump,
he will be a
the
bigger
and
character
sprint,
model.
and then integrate it to the game.
Yo, that is so cool.
The challenge was to keep the animation of Peacekeeper and Ezio and merge them together because we keep in the combat system like we see here, so it's staying. The
Yo,
same.
unique
So,
dialogue
everything's gonna
too.
be, the same for
Yo, I'm
him,
getting this.
except for the drop attack. So the drop attack is gonna be unique to him, and it's gonna stay for him forever. Like we can.
Oh
see
my
here,
God.
It's very cool with the blade, so it's very fun. And a unique thing too is the Assassin's Creed 2 animation style was like a bit old, so it was a very hard challenge to like integrate it to a Foreigner universe with our motion matching system. So I think we did a pretty good job. With
This
it.
is gonna be my only
The
high
next
rep
thing that we
night
changed was
because
the,
I'm not
setting,
playing any other night.
execution, emote and signature. We adjust a lot of.
Oh, actually, no,
hand position,
Centurion's my
contact,
highest rep,
and we
but-
add a little Ezio feeling to them as well.
They've
Thanks to
okay.
Michelle for the
People
help
are
as
saying this
well.
is lazy, but
And,
I mean,
for us, it was our first gender swap.
after seeing all of this,
So I think
I don't think
we
this is
did
lazy.
good with that, and I'm really happy for you to try it.
It looks phenomenal, and just like so, like Assassin's Creed 2 is the first
Okay,
game
well,
that I,
well,
watched
in
with
terms of
Ubisoft way back
design,
when, and so it's nuts
like
just
thought
thinking
process,
about
I can see that because they didn't come up with an
14
actual
years
unique
ago,
piece,
and just the
yeah,
tech and
peacekeeper
how much has
design.
changed in the industry
But
between
in
now
terms of
and
like
then.
working with
I
the
can't imagine
animation,
challenges that
Yes.
you guys had
they
in
didn't
trying to bring that
go completely
to a
lazy with it
modern game.
because they did tweak some things with it. But in terms of like
but yeah,
coming up
so,
with a
for
unique
the very
peacekeeper
first time with the hero
animation,
skin,
yeah,
have
yeah, we can
added
go with that being
authentic
lazy.
feel, for the Ezio skin, because we wanted to.
Maybe
make
this is just me being
Ezio
biased
feel
because I love
cool
Assassin's Creed. It's one of my
and
favorite
give him
franchises.
the, you know, just like, oh, those are canned lines that we've heard, you know, from other games. And then, like all hero skins, you'll be able to change the color and material.
And people are
However,
saying like,
there is a color that is
Connor,
the
but I
default
mean-
color for the skin.
Wait,
that is specific
what are we doing
to
here?
Ezio. So this is also kind of
Okay.
like a first for us. So. If
Yeah, 'cause I
you
was about
want
to say-
the
actually,
white
no,
and
no, no, no,
red
no.
In those specific hues, that is only available.
You could
to the Ezio skin.
change
So even if
the
you buy
material
skin
because he
on
did have
this
different
level,
colors in the.
that color combo and in those specific hues will only be there on the Ezio hero skin. And so they look really great, and it's
Okay.
a nice way for us to make
Ooh, they
sure
look like
that the
Basim's.
skin always has.
What does it look
that-
like
that
with black?
unique
Because he did have a black
feel
version, didn't he?
there for it. But yeah,
He
be sure to
said,
check
"Yeah,
out
you're
the skin
biased, but I
because
get it, though."
drops next week. It'll be available for $14.99 US or $31,250 steel. Now you've probably guessed it by now, but the throwback event is
God.
you know, it's for the Creed. It's
Damn,
coming
that's a lot
back.
of steel. I'm just
You
gonna buy
probably
it.
connected that dot. So yeah, along with the beloved game mode Assassini e Templari, that will bring back the World of For Honor and Assassin's Creed, put them together again. And
I mean, unless they
we'll
bring
back
back something new, I'm not gonna need anything from this. It's nice to have it, but unless they bring like another execution,
Have you ever dreamt
I'm not
of
gonna need
living
this,
the life of
but nice to
someone
have it.
else? Of going back in time and experiencing
All right,
intense
shit.
historical
They do have
events
something new. All right.
exactly the way they happened. Well, dream no more. Welcome to the Animus Entertainment Experience.
What is this?
Powered by our
Are we getting another
cloud-based
3v3? What is that, or
software,
is that just for show?
Animus can decode the intense memories embedded in the DNA of that legendary warrior you always wished you could have been.
Or that like Centurion shit? I don't want that. Okay, well that was another thing I was gonna get into because people were talking about Connor or whatever. The only person they could give Connor to is Shaman, and look at how Shaman plays, and then look at how Connor fought.
And to make their
How about no? Let's not do that, because that's...
With the animals,
No.
history is your playground.
I love For the Creed. It's always
You know,
good
if they
see it
wanted to
come
be more
back.
interactive,
But
they could
I know there's
also
some
like
people at home
re-release this
who
event
maybe
every
weren't
like
here the
time a
last
new
time
Assassin's
around
Creed
and
drops.
new, or you know, we're all getting older.
They kind of
every day,
released
maybe you
these at
forgot.
like random
So
times.
Steven, can
They
you-
released it
you like
once
that.
when-
Can you remind us?
What was it?
of the
Odyssey?
rules of the game?
Yeah,
I feel
when
targeted.
Odyssey was dropping, they released it.
Yeah, of
But they didn't
course,
do anything for like Valhalla or Mirage
super cool
until like
game mode
later.
to play here, game mode event. What it is
The first time it dropped was also like kind of
maps,
random.
You know, one per match that you play. Citadel Gate, River Fort, and Beachhead.
I love River Fort.
Some maps.
Let me actually text Kai
It's
this.
a little twist. You don't capture the 3 points. You only capture the middle point. And when you've pushed the lane, your minions have captured it. Then it will spawn a commander at either the A point or the C point. So this will be Ezio or Cesare.
So lane's super important.
Lane's super important.
All right, I got this because I'm a lane guy.
First step, all forward the lane, capture the lane. That's the only way to spawn your commander. And once you do, you go and you kill that commander. That gives you the big point rush. And then you go back to B and recapture this.
I know you took a little bit away from me with Warmonger, but I still own the lane and I'm going to be there.
Perfect. And this is really good strategy, actually, because the opponents have to
Okay,
capture
text
the
message
lane to
sent.
get their commander and get their points.
He's gonna love that.
So it could be good to deny them capturing B at all. And if you fail to do so, it could be good to prevent them from killing their commander. So that's a game loop.
I'm on it.
Get out there and kill somebody.
And I think we have some more stuff coming in.
Of course, while this game mode event is live, we'll have a couple of cool, awesome things across the realization of the in the game. Of course, the new landing page.
Yes, for the landing page, it was my first time.
Oh
integrating the
God, it looks
character
beautiful.
in the
I love
landing
it.
page. Thanks to Kim for the background and Fred for the VFX. We did a super great job with it, and I feel like we're switching games. Like we're opening an Assassin's Creed game for the first time.
Hey Zongetsu, I'm doing great now that I see that we're getting
Rollable is a
Assassin's
baseline.
Creed event thing.
If you
That
showed
means
me
I have to
that,
wear
I'd be
my
like,
Assassin's
hey,
Creed
yeah,
outfit
this is an
throughout the
Assassin's
entire
Creed
event.
game.
Okay, I'm not,
I would believe
opposed to that.
'Cause that it
But
looks really sharp.
oh, and we're getting a new. Ooh, okay, so I'm gonna have 3 assassination
Props to everyone who's working on this. Was
things.
amazing.
Good thing I have steel saved up.
Quickly going through the
Still,
rest,
I
we've
did
got,
spend a lot of steel on
minions as
Kensei, but I have
realization,
enough for the
this as
execution.
well.
With great helms.
Exactly, there's a different one for each. So the knights are a bit Templar-ish, and you'll see samurai and Viking as well. And then, of course, we've got the AC drop attack.
Hey,
Available
warrior.
to check
So my
out for
P
every
for
single
my
character in
God, I
the
can't
game mode
speak.
event for
So
these
my
3
PK
weeks.
Assassin's Creed executions won't
Every
go to waste.
character
Yeah, pretty
Now
much.
you do Ezio
Yeah,
drop attack,
they won't go to waste.
You can do Shigoki, you can do whoever you want for 3 weeks. And then after that, the only one that stays is the Ezio hero skin.
I get it. First drop attack is free.
You see right through it, yes.
But we got more.
Also, everybody with those
There's always
PK
more.
assassin
We got event-
cosplay outfits are going to be pretty
event
happy.
Pass rewards. Say that 10 times fast, except don't. So let's look at the ones that are coming out the first 3 weeks. So week 1 through 3, starting on April 25th. We've got some fresh.
Oh, and a new
stuff.
execution too. If they didn't have a new execution, I wouldn't be that hyped. But there's a new execution with like dual
That's a lot of
hidden blades.
battle, like battle. Then we've got an ornament.
I never wear ornaments anyway, so I just never really care about these.
It's like super intentional.
A lot of the
It
ornaments
does.
just don't
Well,
look
the
good,
shape
to
of
be
the ornament
honest.
A little bit like the Art of
It
Battle
feels like they do a little
And
too
then we
much
kind
with the
of
ornaments, if that
drew
makes
on
sense.
The theme
But
of
then
the
again,
book
like
that we had at the very
the
beginning.
ornaments I'm
So we've
wanting
got
are
some
like
colours
hero-specific
that represent the
ornaments.
different factions. We've got
And I kinda want them to be
yellow,
more, like,
the
realistic.
green and the red for the knights, the Vikings, and the samurai. And then
Oh, they're
also
excited?
this,
Oh, wow.
mood effect of a true
You know,
hero.
I'm like
So
surprised
in
because I've been
Assassin's
seeing
Creed,
like people
the
say that they
tribute bands
absolutely
have
hate
a
this,
bit of a big thing, you know?
which I can understand. I mean, if you're an Assassin's Creed fan,
We have our own
then,
representation here with
you
our
know,
knight, our
you'll
Viking,
love
and
this.
our samurai all
But
working together to
if
create
you're like not too,
I love new
like if you don't care about it that much, like you like it obviously
But
or
no,
don't
the,
like it, whatever,
trivia man
you don't
is
care
great.
about it too
I love
much.
that it's,
Yeah, a lot of ornaments are just
merging
terrible.
of the
Then I can see why you would hate this because I can imagine there were. I definitely have some people that wanted like a unique skin for Peacekeeper or something like that. Maybe the Peacekeeper from the campaign Mercy
We've got emblem
but
outlines. And
we get
also in
Ezio,
week
so I can
one,
understand
you'll
why
be
they
able
would
to
like
get all the
not
weapons
like
from the
that.
very first
But
AC
me, who
event
does not care
that we
about
did.
Peacekeeper at all, I
So
love
will be
this.
for the first 22
So I get
heroes
why
in the
people hate
game.
it,
So the
but then
12
again,
base
I love
heroes,
it.
The 6 year 1 heroes and the
But yeah, in terms of ornaments, I want
those
more
will
like
be,
realistic
lootable
ornaments.
just by playing the game. So if you're like, oh,
'Cause,
I wanted
like,
that variant of the
I've noticed that as
for
I've
the
gotten
first
older,
time, you can get it again.
the more
So now, let's
like
take a look at the stuff
I don't like
coming,
fantasy
in
looking
week
things.
2
I don't
through
like a
3,
whole
so
lot of
we'll be
spikes.
starting
I don't
May
like a
2nd.
whole lot
You'll
of
be able to
gold. I
loot
like
the
more
rest
like
of the customization
down to
items
earth,
from both of
realistic
the
approaches.
previous, AC events, and that'll include pair of battle outfits, Valhalla Quest, as well as the Animus.
So like the
project.
all black
You'll
spiky
see here in
knights
just a sec.
that you see. Well, you don't see them as much anymore, but that you would used to
The
see.
bringer of
Like
the law,
I never
and
liked
everyone's
that.
favorite berserker
I
there.
did an Assassin's Creed
As
Ezio
well as we
collection
have a
playthrough.
couple
Assassin's
of
Creed 3.
elite
Oh
outfits.
yes,
The
I
first
love
one
the
that
entire
we're gonna take a look at
franchise.
here is
Well,
the
except for the
ruler of
newer
the
games. I
Masters
mean,
on everyone's
I didn't
favorite
like.
stick boy.
Obviously, I didn't
And
like
then
Origins,
followed up by
Odyssey,
the
or
champion of the people. So ruler of the
I
Masters,
mean Valhalla
champion of
was
the people.
cool, but
sense a
I
theme
still didn't like it as an
going on there.
Assassin's Creed game.
And there's PK
But
looking lovely. We've also got the ornament.
oh yeah,
Simon's Wings,
I've been loving it
which,
since it
is
dropped. I
looking great
remember.
on
Okay,
mobile
well I
here,
can't tell
but
that
I've got a
story on
couple heroes
YouTube,
that I'm gonna slap
but
out on the show. And then everyone's favorite spammable, Welcome to Valhalla. Mood effects.
I've been loving it since Assassin's Creed
I
1.
think. Didn't-
But
you had something to do with that, didn't you?
Oh, we were
What
working
was
on it when
it?
I first joined the team.
Yeah, that was like your first thing.
Yeah.
And then we've got a pair of synchronization mood
Damn.
effects. First up is the assassin synchronization.
What was I just
Love
talking
the
about,
sound
Lord?
effect
My
on
mind
that
just
one.
escaped me.
It's super good.
Oh yeah, the
And
Assassin's
then the
Creed
Templar
games.
synchronization as well, for those of you who just want to.
I really enjoyed Mirage because, like, granted, Mirage is kind of like.
and some emblem symbols that will be. available,
Yeah, no, that
but,
story's kind of wild.
Alex,
Mirage,
as
I absolutely
show us
loved
the
it
new armor
because
variations.
they went and made
'Cause you
stealth.
can always say no
Ooh,
and just leave.
What happened?
that Ward armor is kind of clean.
Never tried that before.
They went and made
So I
stealth
appreciate it.
like
Yes.
not a
So
must,
first,
but
quick
like
announcement.
preferred, so to speak.
This is the last time that the armor variations are going to be coming in the second half of the season. For the rest of the year,
Yeah,
we're
as
doing
like
the armor
think of them
variations at
or
the
thinking of
beginning
them as
the
their own
season.
little
The number
games
of armor
is
variations
pretty
not
cool. Like
changing at all.
when I was
But
playing
just the
Valhalla, I was
primary
kind of thinking of it
variations.
as
So
like
for this
Viking
one,
God
you're
of
gonna
War.
base the Vikings, and you're gonna get the
Granted, God of
samurai,
War
the
kind of
women,
did
and
go
the
into like a
outriders,
Norse
and just the
mythology
booties.
turn, but I mean, still,
So what you might notice from
it
the
helped
armor
with the
variations
playthrough.
is that they are highly customizable.
It's like
They
Viking God of
don't have
War
a lot
with
of, emblems on them already. They don't have a
Assassin's
lot of
Creed
engravings on them
crossover.
already. You can put whatever you want on top of them. All of that silver metal is alternate material. The gray cloth on the knights, that's your color. On the Vikings, all that light brown, also alternate material. And your hair is take color.
I was thinking that too.
Yeah, so
I love material-heavy armors. They're always
Yeah.
really nice.
yeah, we went for a bit of like a medium armor feel for the knights. For the Vikings, we had some elaborate tattoos to go with the simplistic armor.
Nice. So the
Oh,
fashion
Viking
community
stuff.
should have fun with that.
I don't
nice
care much
blank
for that.
canvases for you to express yourself on. And that was it. We didn't skip anything, right? Okay, cool. So I just want to thank all of you for joining me on the Den today. Also, a huge thanks.
Yeah, they do
to
look
the
pretty
Assassin's
clean.
Creed
I will
team,
give them that.
for the
I just never really
collab
cared too much
that they
about
did
Viking
with us.
stuff.
So be
So
sure to check out
next
all of
season
this.
is when I
The
get to
heroes
be
will be
happy
dropping next
with
week.
Wulin and Samurai. Okay.
Sorry, and not for a limited time compared to the event. I'm not sure. Anyway, coming right up, we're finally going to get a look at the Cathedral converted map for Dominion, and so we'll be joined by Ed.
Yeah,
So
honestly,
stick around.
I want to see some Kensei
Also,
armor
thank you
and some
for joining me.
some good old Tandy armor.
Yeah, we'll see you guys around. Yeah. Anyway, don't go anywhere. We're going to look at the full armor variation video, and we'll be back with Ed.
How do you spell idle? There we go. The Griffin set's pretty cool. Oh, the Lawbringer set is cool too. Hey Vermilion, how you doing? I am not using those Warden arms, though. Understandable. I mean, the PK armor is cool, too. Oh, the Warmonger set's clean. This is probably going to be a short Warriors Den, too, because what? Next is, Next is, what, patch notes? What the? Yo, Highlander looks kind of weird, I'm not going to lie. I don't like that. Well, the face. I don't like the face. I don't like his face. Can we loot the effects? Oh! Raider looks like a butcher? Yeah, pretty much. Shaman looks pretty good. The effects. What are we getting for the effects? I didn't even pay attention for the effects. Huh. I was too busy ranting about the Ezio thing. They really put the Vikings ahead of the Samurai. I'm upset. I wanted to see the Samurai. And wait a minute. If Valk hasn't gotten a face reveal, how should... Oh, converted maps. Okay, then it's patch notes. And then we're done. Yeah, but yeah, Valk has not gotten a face reveal. Yep, no Samurai this season. Sad face. Yeah, Highlander looks off. I don't like it. Oh, Lord. Well, be safe, Warrior. Take it easy. Don't work too hard. I absolutely, because I'm an Assassin's Creed fan, I love the Ezio skin, but I will say I completely understand why people don't like the skin, because I've seen a lot of people not liking the skin because they feel like it's lazy. And I 100% like understand and agree with that, because a lot of people wanted a unique PK skin, so it does kind of feel like they robbed PK of having like her own unique skin. So I completely understand that, and if they want to give PK like a second skin, then I'm fine with that, to be honest. But I absolutely love the skin. I understand why people hate it, but I love it.
But Ezio, he's going to be around to stay, so don't worry about that. We just wanted to make sure everybody at home knew that he's going to stick around forever, so it's going to be awesome. So
it's going to be wait a minute. Oh, I have to execute Ezio. Oh my god.
Huge deal. I'm so excited for this.
I'm going to have to cut off Ezio's head.
It's been a hot minute. Yeah.
I'm not going to like that.
And you know, we've teased it, we've kind of mentioned it, but now it's actually time to kind of like dive in what's going to look like, what's going to play like. So Ed, what can you tell us about the new map?
Yeah, let's get right into it because we have a lot to cover here. So let's start off with the, here's the overview of the map here with the 3 capture zones, A, B, and C, as you guys know, very important to play Dominion.
Yeah.
So like, to kind of take you guys through a bit of the design process here.
Okay, what's going on here? Okay, I was wondering how they were going to do this. Okay, it's basically like the,
and
yeah, they just copied and pasted. Let me read your comment.
My runtime parity across
I know they
the
tried
3
to mix
different zones there.
Now,
oh yeah,
I'm
I can
sure
understand that. I didn't get a good look at the face now that I think about it. But yeah, I can understand where you're coming from.
What exactly is runtime parity? Like?
So it's a technical term.
Yep, PK skin is Ezio.
Yeah, so
But basically, they just kind of took the Wyverndale, not Wyverndale, the map where we were fighting the dragons or whatever, or fighting each other while the dragons were trying to kill us, and Lord Ramiel was there. And just turned it into regular Dominion. Okay.
So yeah, that's essentially what I'm talking about when I say runtime parity. So equal for both teams. Getting back to the overview here. So when I placed my
they used this map for the first hero skin. Yep, Lord Ramiel.
Runtime parity to capture zones B and C. So that was nice. But A was quite severely off balanced. And so it wasn't a question of moving the spawner closer or further, because then I would mess up my balance on the other 2 capture zones. So I
Yeah, it sucks to be a PK main, yeah. But this, as an Assassin's Creed fan,
So
I love it.
starting here
I'm sorry,
in the
PK
defender
players.
spawn,
You
yes, there
walked
is
so
the
I could
geyser,
run.
and let me tell you what.
Sad face for
At
all the
first,
Rep 80
you know,
PKs.
I removed all the geysers, and I'm like, all right, we don't really need them. But essentially, I ended up adding 2 of them back in, so that the defender team from match start has to navigate around the geyser to then get their footing inside capture zone A. So that kind of adds a few extra milliseconds, you know, because we're trying to be as precise as possible. The other thing we did here was we elongated the capture zone here, so it's much wider than it was even in a past event. So that also helped get attackers get their foot in sooner. And from the attacker side, we created a new path from spawn. So here you have that little mountain of rubble and stone that goes off, and also
hold on,
on the
real
side,
quick. What did I say?
you have this path that was always there.
I'm okay
in
with
other
my
game
girl
modes.
PK not getting
But
an actual
coming
skin.
up
Oh, okay. Yeah, that
here,
makes sense, yeah. Because if you like your outfit.
this little
Oh,
portion
wait a
here,
minute. What am I going to
normally
do if I get a
there's
hero
hole
skin
that's
and I like my
blocking this
outfits?
area. So this is non-gameplay space. So I opened it up so that attackers could
I never
get
thought
a
about that
faster
until now.
navigation path to capture zone A. And
Wow.
the other reason why I added
Hey, so
the
don't
geysers
give
back
TND a
in
hero
was when you're
skin,
standing in capture
because I
zone
like
A,
my fits.
You had a little too much visibility on
Yeah,
the
yeah.
defender spawn zone.
I never thought about that until now.
So, you know, when the geysers are erupting, it kind of cuts that line of sight.
So let the defenders be a little sneaky on their spawn, right?
Exactly.
You don't want to give too much away.
Yeah, yeah. So that's some of the things we need to consider when converting these maps, because, you know, they
Honestly,
were
just
designed
give
a certain
me
way,
a
and sometimes
dragon
you have open lines of
helmet
sight in
mask,
certain areas,
please, and I'll be
we
set.
a little clever on how we.
I know everybody's going to be using it, but I'm going to make it look cool, cooler
Moving
than
on to
everybody
capture
else's because
zone
I love
B
my
here.
fashion. I'm not an
Capture zone,
egotistical
the
player.
main lane will run
Like, I don't care about
through
people's skill, but I
the
care about the
cathedral.
fashion. If the
And
fashion
so
is just
this
completely
actually gonna
ugly,
be our first
then
Dominion
my
lane
eyes will not be
with a
happy.
Roof over the minion lane.
Ooh, all right.
Yeah, so you're gonna have to choose your feats.
Oh, so you can't be arrow storming in there and
Right,
catapults in there for the minion lane.
Exactly.
Okay.
So that'll be it's a nice.
The one
change
thing,
for
like, I get
later.
people like their
So
outfits or
you
whatever,
can do
but
that.
I
You'll
never
also
understood
notice that in the
how
back
people could
there,
be fine with
there
outfits
was
that have, like,
previously a huge statue
700
base,
different symbols
kinda blocking,
on them.
the middle entrance of
And especially if they're like the
So I
like
removed
Ubisoft
that
symbol
so
or
that
like the
players
Rainbow
can
Six symbol, like
navigate
where it just
access
doesn't
a
make
lot
sense.
more comfortably.
Awesome.
I just don't
And
understand it. I
there's
can't
also
fathom
a
it.
bridge now that players can take to navigate between capture zones A and C. So you're not forced to run through the minion lane to get to the other zone.
I still love just the image of the.
Oh no.
I think
Ezio will have his
Louis
voice.
Max, it was amazing. Now does.
Yeah, no, I thought about that
there
too. No, they
show
showed
the
Ezio will
minion
have his
lane?
voice.
Is there chances for drop attacks, or what are we doing over there?
So I did remove all the drop attack opportunities there, since it's a narrower minion lane than other maps. So if it'd be like drop attacking fish in a barrel. So as the saying goes.
Yeah,
I feel like
that
I
would
need
be
to
funny,
visit
wouldn't
those
it?
scenarios, too. So thank you for that. Yeah.
So yes, and yeah. So now moving on to capture zone C here.
So, okay.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So for those of you who might
Yeah, I couldn't do that either. Siege stuff
for those
in
of
For
you
Honor
who
is kind
might
of
have played
crazy.
A past event. This is pretty much
Imagine the,
as
like-
it was, though I did remove a fire trap.
Imagine a samurai
There.
rocking some Rainbow
Little
Six
spawn from,
symbols.
Previously, like it was a bit of a perch
Yeah.
there at one point.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I just picture like a
So-
historical looking samurai with like a Rainbow Six symbol on his back.
Rip, Kevin.
Oh man.
So yeah, that's pretty much it for the capture zones, the balancing, and all.
But okay, so for
top
people who
boxes
don't like the
behind all
skin
that.
and like, think it's
So
lazy
now
or
I
whatever,
wanna touch upon something that we talked about.
I just thought about
first time.
something. Would you have been
Make sure she
okay
relaxes.
if like they just did like a crossover
Yeah,
thing by
quite a
making
bit of work
PK her
there.
own assassin?
Shout out to Amelie.
Would that have been?
Back. Yeah,
Would you have
she
preferred
did a
that
great
over
job.
just
It was,
Ezio?
again,
Or would you just
learning
rather, like,
exercise
not have the
for us
Assassin's Creed
because
stuff
we
in
kinda
general?
Lost some of this knowledge, and Felix as well, our tech designer. They kind of had to retro engineer, how to make these happen once again.
Nice.
So now we have that skill set, we have that knowledge moving forward. So hey, I really hope the players.
Yeah, no Bushi with
I
Vigil.
can't see how they won't because I mean we've had a chance to play this internally. It's a ton of
I
fun.
can't.
It's just so nice and refreshing to have something new like this in Dominion. So
It just shouldn't
it's
happen.
great.
There's
So
things that
they've
shouldn't
done
happen, and
amazing
this is
work.
one of
It's
them.
incredible, and shout out to everybody else on the team who worked on this, contributed. So thank you all so much. And Warriors, you
What's
at
next? They're
home,
gonna turn Nobushi into
the
Vigil.
Cathedral for Dominion live next week, April 25th. For
Oh my god, because I
everybody,
just
upcoming title
thought about
update.
like how they
And
both
again,
have
run
masks.
It's here. It's
Like
here for
similar
good.
looking
No
masks.
more limited time.
So-
It's here. It's going to be in the rotation.
My god.
from now on in Dominion. It'll be
That's the hero
matchmaking,
skin next
available
season
in custom
for the
matches. You can
samurai.
Go in and check it out for yourself. So yeah, it's the first.
Okay, yeah, I can understand
map
that.
in A
Yeah.
long time, and
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
exciting. So it looks
And
Because I feel like if it was like Assassin's Creed inspired, because
hope so,
we've
too.
already seen,
I hope
you've
so.
seen God knows how many
Okay.
PK players with Assassin's Creed outfits.
So thank you so much.
If they got like
I
an
think it's a
Assassin's
pleasure.
Creed
Alrighty,
inspired
so we are
skin,
going to,
they probably
show
would've loved
you
that a lot
just,
more.
Kind of a bigger video showing off the Cathedral converted map one more time, and after that, stick around because we're going to have JC himself on the couch to talk about patch notes.
the Lord and
balancing, all
Savior
those fun
JC with the
topics,
patch
so
notes.
don't
Who's
go
getting
anywhere.
nerfed and who's getting buffed? An invisible Nobushi, I would be upset. I hope people actually vote for this map when we get it. Like, I get that we all love Temple Garden, but, like, let's give Temple Garden a break for, like, a week so we can play this map. But, I will say, everybody, watch out for, like, whenever you play Dominion or whatever, because if you don't like going against, competitive 4 stacks, that's what you'll be going up against. What's going on, Oatmeal? It's going pretty great. I'm happy to see this Ezio skin. I can understand why people hate it, but I love it because I'm an Assassin's Creed nerd. Now, this may be a sin to some people, but Ezio is not my favorite assassin. My favorite assassin's Connor. But yeah, I'm happy with the Ezio skin. Ezio's pretty cool too. Now, would I want a Connor skin? Absolutely no, because it would go to Shaman, and that would look ugly, so let's not do that. Plus, he does not fight like Shaman. I mean, some of the animations I can see, but he doesn't leap at people to bite their necks, so let's not do that. Unless you want to change that animation and make it like a... Okay, we're changing animations. Never mind. But yeah. Yeah, I have one. There should be a link in the description. Let me check. Do I have it on the... Yeah, there's a link in the description here. If you wanted to join. But yeah, Connor was so cool. People didn't like him because they said he was like emotionless, but not really, so to speak. He showed emotion just to like people who, you know, deserved it, so to speak. He's not gonna show emotion to like everybody. So PK has a male skin with new... Yeah, pretty much. Ezio has male animations. The fight animations are still like... Or I should say attack animations are still the same. But things like emotes and signatures and walking, running, that's adjusted to, you know, being a male. Drop attack is the assassination, the air assassination.
Welcome back, Warriors. We're
attack.
excited to have you with us today. And joining me on the couch,
And yeah,
our Lord and
that's
Savior,
it.
JC. Welcome back.
Thank you. I'm here for my legion of adoring fans.
Oh, man, they're out
And
there.
the people who hate me too. I don't know. I was looking at chat, and so it's
They're-
fun.
They're all fans. Everybody,
Yeah.
everybody's a fan.
I feel
Come
so
on,
bad
come
for
on,
JC
folks,
sometimes.
come So listen, JC is here. We got some patch notes and balancing topics to talk about today, but we had one other feature we wanted to spend a little bit of time to introduce you all. If you
I wonder how
weren't
much
aware,
are those helmets on
next
the
week on the
shelves.
22nd, it's actually International Earth Day, and that's a cool day. It's time to celebrate the environment, and you know, we've been working
International
on
Earth Day. It's not like For Honor
background,
players
so
go outside
on the
anyways.
next, with the title update next week.
I see
We call
him.
it Eco Mode.
That's where all that
So,
eco
what is
mode.
Eco Mode? Well, essentially, it's a
That's where all that
special,
toxicity comes from. They've never
power-saving mode
seen
that
the sun.
we've
Almost said they
implemented
never
into the
touch the
game
sun.
that's
Actually,
gonna
yeah, go out
help
and touch the
save
sun.
money
See how
on
that
your
goes
energy
for you.
bill, you know, it's a nice thing to have. This is going to be added into the options. It's opt-in, so it starts off completely off, and you can just choose which version you want to use.
I
There's
mean-
3 different versions: minimal, smart, and full. So if you turn on minimal, you're going to
Damn.
essentially save energy. It's going to go into a lower energy state on menus. If you turn it on to smart, it's going to start in energy saving mode if you're idle for 2 more minutes, or for 2 minutes.
Okay, so
and if
never
you put
mind.
it on full, well, you're always going to be in an energy saving mode because it's going to disable certain enhanced graphics modes and settings and things like that. So how do you know if you have it on? Well,
I don't know how to
icon
feel about
that's
this
gonna
'cause I'm
appear
just like,
only in the
why
menus, just to show that you have it on. It's going to
Hold-
look like
hold-
a
let me
green
check Twitch,
icon.
'cause-
It'll come up on the video in just a second in case you missed it. And there it
I don't know
is.
how to feel about this because
So
like,
yeah, you can turn it on, save some power, just
Who-
enjoy that. Or,
excuse my French, but who the fuck asked for
it's
this?
It's there for you as a happy.
Why do they feel the need to do
give
this?
a show for honor to all of our wonderful players out there. So hope you
He showed
enjoy.
emotion. Yeah, exactly. He showed
That's
emotion.
the
Plus, he's not used to
That's it,
talking
yeah,
to
we'll
people
see you
that were
next
outside the
time.
village.
Copy
Exactly.
in here. No.
Yeah, and they were.
Big fake out. Big fake
yeah,
out.
definitely
right
pretty
there. No, but we
suspect.
do have some more balanced
Yeah, like,
topics to talk
what is
about
he
today. So, JC,
is
what
supposed
do you
to
have
do?
for our lovely
Like exactly.
There's
That's
like a
how
couple of things,
how I was feeling too.
today,
Like,
it's gonna be like one slide.
just
one-
wanna-
is he supposed to be all happy and
So,
cheery? Plus, like,
first things I want to talk about.
he still has the trauma from witnessing his mother being burned to death. So, like,
we did about ganking. We got a
I
lot
don't
of
know.
feedback.
I guess he's supposed to
We've
be all happy,
identified a bunch of
cheery,
things that need to be
go lucky
worked
or
on.
whatever.
Notably,
He's supposed to be
one of
going
the
crazy
issues
with the
that we
positivity.
had is there's like moments where it's actually better to take a hit than blocking because blocking doesn't count as a hit reaction. So there's a lot of those like little tweaks that we need to do.
Plus,
We
when he
need
spoke to
dive
Hatham, you
deeper
could
on
see
our
like
end to
the
make sure
frustration
we go where we
and
need to go.
eventually warming up to him a bit.
I was a bit surprised at first because I saw some feedback that was like pretty negative, and then players played it a little bit more, turned around on it. At the end of the day, it's like it's pretty good.
And people said he was
So it's
monotone,
good,
but I
the
like
thing
that too
is,
because I'm monotone as well.
This is not a
Tandy outfit, yes indeed.
Yeah.
We have to re-implement it on every single hero, figure out
I
solutions.
wonder where they
to
could
all
get
the
to
issues
him,
that
though.
we found during the testing grounds, and there's not like only one.
I'm kind of
right?
scared though
It's a big
because I don't want to
rework
lose an
of
outfit
how
slot.
all the
Can they
entire
just
hit system
hold
works.
on?
And so because of this,
Well,
don't
whatever.
expect for that feature to come in like tomorrow, right? It'll take some time. We want to make sure that we.
Because I was
do
gonna
it
say,
right.
can we have more outfit slots?
Inspect
But then again,
every
I don't want to
little
waste
cranny
more
of how
steel
that
trying to
works.
get a
So
outfit
I don't
set,
have
but-
a time, I don't have a date, I don't have anything for you when it's going to come out. We're super happy that we did it. We're really happy that players went into it. There's a lot of positives to it. But
Oh,
it's
after
gonna
Warriors
take some
then?
time for us to
Nah.
implement. So don't expect it.
I'm probably gonna go
tomorrow,
eat or
don't
something.
expect it at the next
And then
stream.
also record some Monster
It'll take
Hunter,
some time,
probably,
but,
'cause I wanted to do that today,
hopefully we'll
too.
to come in as soon as we're able to do it. But it's complex. It's a lot of work, so we want to make sure that we do it right.
Yeah, for sure. Makes sense.
Yeah, and then let's dive into the actual patch notes. After
Wait,
that.
we actually got energy saving mode before we
Speaking
got
of things that take a
outfit
little bit
slots.
longer, Highlander. So the Highlander rework is finally in.
Yes.
It took a little bit longer than we expected.
Okay,
We
so
ran
now
into some
Highlander's gonna
issues,
be more
doing it,
scary.
But it's
Yeah, they wanted Connor to be like him.
so we're good to go. But honestly, like
There was another thing I saw too, because people, well, at least back in the day, when it first dropped, people, at least that I was around, they hated it. Actually, no, not that I was around. Well, yeah, people I was around and people in general, they didn't like Assassin's Creed because they felt like it was too biased towards America.
So,
But, like,
first up we have offensive form entry changes. So by that we mean
What
like how
what
you
are they
enter
supposed to
offensive form.
do?
And what ends up happening?
We won the
There's three
Revolutionary
kind of major
War.
Changes. The first is that you can now enter.
Are they supposed to
offensive
just
form
change
after
that?
Any feint by holding the heavy attack. So what this means is you go neutral, you tap
Okay,
heavy
he can
through a heavy.
enter offensive
feint it,
stance
and
from
you
any
hold
feint.
heavy
Oh.
Either before the feint or during the feint, and you will immediately transition to offensive stance. Right. This gives.
Does he not
Highlander
have wave dash
a lot
anymore? I
more
heard they took away
options to
wave
get
dash.
into it. Really helps you. Like you actually throw an indicator, right? So you don't know if you're able to parry what's going to be able to happen there. It makes it trickier to interrupt. Makes it trickier to Like it actually makes even the
Ooh.
handlers neutral heavies better because you're kind of a bit more worried about what's going to be happening.
The Highlander
That's
players are
that's
probably going to
the
hate that
one
fast
big
flow
major
thing.
change we have there. The second line refers to it's fast flow to offensive form during offensive form side dodges. That's a mouthful. It's now from 6 to 800 ms. It used to be 4 to 6. This is the infamous wave dash. And so
Oh.
I don't want to skirt around it, right? We've removed wave dashing from the hero, at least at the timing that we had before, mainly because it was a bug, right? It was unintended
bug?
from day one, but we left it in because it's one of those things of a bug that became a feature because it ended up being necessary under some situations, enemies like spamming attacks really quick, and because he didn't have a proper dodge attack out of the side dodge, he could kick, but you didn't really get iframes, you didn't really get anything, so it became
No more
really
swag
difficult
time
to
with the
deal opponents
Highlanders.
that were mashing a lot of attacks. So now that Highlander does have a dodge attack, spoiler alert, in offensive form, this is no longer strictly needed.
Oh,
I know some players
they
are not
took
gonna
away
be
the swag.
super happy about it. It's obscure tech, requires like trickier inputs. But at the end of the
they took
day,
away the
it's
swag.
something that we've been looking to fix for a while. We had bugs relating to this like a long time ago, like infinite kicks and all sorts of stuff. So it's better that it's not there for the hero's health, for playing against them. And you're going to get a dodge attack, which actually is even better than wave dashing, because then you're going to be able to do a lot of.
Yeah, I guess some of us
dodge
just
attack.
skipped history class
And then
and
the
just
last
died
one
on
here is
mic.
you can now dodge earlier while you enter offensive form. So what this refers
You know,
to is when you're entering from neutral, right? And even from feints.
I don't know how to feel about this because I'm definitely going to miss the wave dash. I mean, I never could do it, but watching somebody wave dash my attacks was pretty impressive. So I'm going to miss seeing that. And in a sense, it took a lot of skill to do that. So when that was happening, I could tell, okay, this is a really good Highlander player. I'm not going to have that anymore. It was enjoyable to watch, but no more swag, so rest in peace.
Timing for the dodge, now,
But yeah, people definitely
you have
skipped
to make
history
your
class
read as to
because
if
I don't
they're
know
gonna dodge or not, and what's gonna
what
end
we're
up
supposed to
happening
be
because it's
doing
much
in the
harder to
Revolutionary
do.
War.
You can like go into offensive stuff form.
We're supposed to just change
really dodge
history,
super
I
quick,
guess.
And you'll be able to dodge out of a.
But if they did that, then it would be a problem too.
Beat them with your dodge attack and get into this. So it's a bit of a quality of life change here
Yeah.
to help him get into that mode a little bit safer. Now we have offensive form changes themselves.
Okay, kick
Biggest
can be
one is
feinted.
Kick can now be feinted. So that's great. So kick and caber toss have been changed a little bit here. But the idea is that when you're facing a Highlander, if you see them kick, you
New
can just roll
attack,
away.
side
On live
dodge
right now,
heavy.
just roll away. There's literally nothing a Highlander can do. The best you could hope for is kind of like
Top
Mr.
light
Roll
attack is
Input.
400 ms.
You know, so
Was it
what
not?
we've done here is you can feint the kick, and now you can also do kick.
I might be
toss
thinking of
from
live
front
Highlander.
dodge when you are in offensive form. We also gave that.
Oh, she
kick
got her
toss a
Hero
little
Fest?
bit more
Ooh.
for movement.
That's exactly why
It's
I
a
was
little
saying
bit faster
PK was going to
to
get the
resist some
skin.
dodge as well.
Because the Hero
To be able to
Fest was for
reliably
PK.
catch rolls.
That I
So
knew it.
These two changes by themselves.
The Hero Fests
fix
are aligning with the
roll
skins.
issue. That's great. And then the feint.
So if we
also
want to look at
fixes- kick
TND,
also fixes
we got to look at
issue
the
that
Hero
Highlander
skin
has
or Hero
where
Fest.
Right now,
If he
because
gets a
everybody
Hero
has the
Fest
dodge
before
attack, the kick, soft feint, the caber toss
December, then he's not
only
getting the
works
skin.
on
It's
opponents
probably
that are
going to like
empty dodging.
JJ or
If they
Nusha.
dodge, if you do a dodge attack, your caber toss is going to miss them.
Caber
We've
toss
tried-
from
we've-
front
we've
dodge
figured
has
out
more.
we can give them armor,
Okay.
but then it's a bash that armored.
I
that
hate
you feel like
Highlander.
it removes options from players. So instead
Yeah,
of
he is
having that
no
as a
longer
feint,
Swaglander.
you fake your kick, parry whatever is going to come at your way.
So what are we gonna do
dodge
about the
your break,
Godlanders?
do whatever you want, but it works a lot better. It's a lot more effective. You can
Huh.
think Urbrick as well if you'd like. So it's really about giving.
ready to see a lot more bandwagon
better
Highlanders.
mix-ups in here. That being said, you can still kick the caber toss if you want to. Like one of the big things that we've been trying to do in this rework is keep a lot of what was making Highlander. We've experimented with like some weird tech where like from neutral you can just hold heavy and then you wouldn't charge immediately to make like some things a little bit easier. But then the more we're playing with it, the less Highlander it felt.
Yeah.
So that's a lot of what we're trying to go with this rework is keeping the feeling. We know players love Highlander, because I love Highlander like really, really much.
Right.
And so even though we're fixing some things, we're trying to adjust these things so it works better. As I mentioned earlier as well, we have a new side dodge attack, right? In offensive form, it's 14 damage, 200 MS, you side dodge, release heavy, you're gonna do a side dodge
No,
attack.
for a second I thought he said
If
40
in a
damage. I was
testing
going to be
round, you saw the
very
animation
upset.
for that attack was the same one that we have.
Yeah, 40 damage
defensive
side
form.
heavy.
Yeah.
But
Or
we've
40
actually
damage
changed it
side
and
dodge
made
heavy
a
is
new
crazy.
attack that is in the same direction as a dodge. whereas we're normally your opposite direction. So it's a little bit different, but we have a brand new attack, so that's great. Like, props to Vanessa and the animation team for putting that in.
Yeah.
Amazing looking stuff.
Heavies are
ooh. Attack is now 400.
You know, I feel that because my chain heavy was nerfed, so I feel that for the
Why
landers.
would top not be 4 when the sides are 4 as well? So this is a nice little buffer under there as well. All 3 lights in offensive form or 400 ms. Super hard. It's unreactable from neutral. Very, very strong. Little range though, so you got to be right in their face, but it's still very useful.
Yeah.
And then finally, the heavy attacks in offensive form now deal 26 damage, down from 30. The damage curve was a bit high. You get to land more kicks, more caber tosses, more of those things. So we need to lower that damage a little bit because otherwise it was just, again, way too strong. So it makes a big difference here. Another thing that's not in this slide here, but that kind of makes a difference, is that the offensive form.
Hello, how you doing, man?
12 stamina now instead of 24. So it makes
Hope
a
you're
big
enjoying the
difference,
PK
so you can use
skin.
them quite a bit more as well.
Well, if you're not, I understand.
Next up, we have
But I love
defensive
it.
form
What
changes,
the
which is
hell? That
a
is a
very
lot to
small
read.
slide. I think
God damn.
I'm thinking about it. Could probably could have cut it in more, and then the
They nerfed his crushing counter? Yo, that's outrageous.
It's a real challenge.
Yeah,
As a crushing counter enjoyer, this is outrageous.
That's what I saw on Twitch anyway.
Okay.
So right now, like some of the things we've been doing on defensive form is that the light opener superior blocks, they now deal 18 damage instead of 20. Again, damage curve changes.
What is the point in that?
so
Crushing
you
counter
stack
should be
up
like
damage,
20 to like
mess around with them.
24.
Another big change is that
I say 24 because Gen Hu. Wait, no, his is 22. No one has 24, I don't think.
They all used to be 1,000 ms, which is really slow, but their armor, you're like, okay. But it prevented Highlander from having viable guard break and light parry punishes, specifically.
My God.
So now top heavy is 800, deals a regular 24 damage. Side heavies are 900.
I mean, yeah, that's good.
27. So essentially,
Since they're making
you
it
get a guard break,
faster,
you can get a
it
top
doesn't
heavy
need to be
now
30
for
damage. That's
24
fine.
Instead of having to throw your own attack. When you get a light parry punish, you get your side heavy.
Okay, yeah. The damage changes are fine, to be honest. I don't have a problem with those. Since they're making them faster, yeah, they don't need to hit for like 30.
Damage. Again, it's one of those
Chain
things where
lights no longer have
input
okay,
comfort
yeah.
of
Chain lights are
parrying,
not
looking
armored
heavy,
anymore.
releasing it.
I'm fine with that.
Like it just adds extra input complexity.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. Oh my
It's not
God.
really necessary for the hero. Even here, you're gonna land it. You're gonna go into offensive form. You're happy. You're
Heavy
good to go.
finishers, chain to
That
zone.
kind of works all around with giving him
Seems
better
weird, but I'm
options
here for it.
out of defensive form. Lets him flow better into offensive form.
Wish my
get
heavy
him a
fin-
lot
actually,
more
no.
normal punishes
I
that
don't.
we have
I'm just
pretty
saying.
much every other hero by now. So it makes a big difference.
That'd be cool though. But no.
The other change we've done is that chained light.
Let's see. Faintable armor. Okay.
Highlander
Armor.
has, like, used to have at least like. chain
So
light
when
for
you're in
now,
a
like,
team
for
fight,
this-
spin.
Yeah.
that
Got
had
it.
armor the whole way.
Right.
That was kind of oppressive. It was making people kind of annoyed. We've moved that uninterruptible stance. Jeez, I'm gonna have a hard time saying that. We've moved it somewhere else, but it was no longer necessary on chain lights really. So we just took it out of them. They're still good. They're still pretty fast. There's still a lot of good stuff there. But
You could just say armor, since it's hard to say.
Then we have heavy finishers.
That's why I
We
always
fixed
find it
a little
funny
bug
when,
where the guard break vulnerability used to be to
Developers try to be so like correct with their speech or whatever.
We're good to go.
You can just say
But
like armor.
The big change with that and with zone attack is that they
Everyone's
both
gonna understand.
chain into each other now. So if you throw a heavy
Nobody
finisher
calls it
with lands,
uninterruptible
hits, or
stance.
block, you can immediately go into zone attack, and then your third hit of zone attack can immediately go into heavy finishers. So you can keep looping those. You're a complete monster in the lane now because you have this big 360 arc going 3 times into a heavy, into the zone. It's like big spinny top guy goes broom, you know, it's kind of cool.
Spin to win.
Yeah,
Here we go.
but it's super interesting. It gives them like a really different flow. But again, it feels really
Highlander is
especially
getting like
because
buffed and nerfed, so like
you
some
can now
damage
feint the
is
first
going
hit
down
with zone
because
attack,
like some attacks are being
and it
faster.
gains
Chain light won't have armor anymore.
500 ms for the first hit. And the
Wave
second
dash
and
was
third hit,
completely
you now
gone
have
because they said it was a bug.
uninterruptible stance
They want to
for
remove
500
it, but
Again, you get
it looked
armor
cool,
in
so they
various
kept it.
stages
But now
throughout
since
the
he's gotten
zone
reworked,
attack, but
they
it really
removed it.
lets you
Heavy
trade
finishers don't do 30
opponents
damage
stay
anymore, so he's gotten like some
that
damage
that
nerfs
attack
and
going.
wave dashes
Fits really well with
removed.
defensive form as well, so that's great.
Nice.
Like I
Crushing
said,
counters
heavy
do
finishers,
less.
heavy finishers,
I
and we've
disagree with
also
that
adjusted
because
all the weapon trajectories.
I feel like it
for
should
the
still
zone
be
attack
20.
to
I
fit
mean,
the weapon a little bit better.
because you're still putting yourself at risk doing a crushing counter, because if you make the wrong read, someone's going to parry it, and then they hit you for like 27.
It would really hit a lot more 360
But yeah, that's just how I feel about it.
and be a lot more efficient there.
Nice.
That's it for defensive form changes.
Oh,
God
we have-
damn,
yeah,
what else is he
quality of life
getting?
changes, so
Like, fuck.
kick and keeper toss no longer drain stamina. We've been moving away from stamina draining.
Right.
back.
Man, he got like 4 whole pages.
There. You can also now feint Celtic.
Movement
which is
speed
a
has been
bunch of
increased.
attacks in
Excellent,
defensive
because he
form.
was slow as hell.
Before you could kind of like, you had to go into like the side.
A little
feint,
better
like
for
side
Dom.
feints, or you
Yeah,
had to, like, hold
yeah,
B to go
100%.
defensive form. You can now just
Especially with the armor.
to go. That's like nice little
If he can
there.
target swap the
That's gonna
zone,
mix
which
it
I
up
hope
a
he
little
can,
bit better. You can see
that will be
kind of
amazing for team
good.
fights. He's going to
And
be
we've also
spinning
increased his
everywhere,
movement
so
speed,
that's going
to
to
be
be
a
kind of
SKC,
annoying.
so that
In terms of ganks,
rotations are better,
I don't
more
know
stable.
how he's going to be, because
It
I'm pretty
doesn't
sure he's still
sound
going to be
like much, but it was
feeding
a
massive
big,
amounts
big,
of
big call
revenge.
on Highlander. That was one of
But
the big things that made
caper toss
not really viable
into
at higher levels because
whatever
he couldn't rotate
bullshit,
from
nonsense,
A or C.
unga bunga,
It took too long.
silly,
Had to
stupid
pick rush
shit
as a first
that the
feed,
enemy team decides
so
to
you could
throw at
actually
you
go
is going to
towards
be
and run
great.
towards those sides. So it was like a bit annoying here, so we've really standardized this so he runs at a normal speed. Like
Yeah, I think he's going to be
so it's not
pretty much
fast,
better,
it's not
but still not
Shinobi,
like a good
but it
pick.
still is what is fast.
It's probably going to be like
before,
mid,
it
so to
really is
speak.
more equal to what we have with other heroes.
Gotcha.
That's pretty much it for Highlander.
Nice.
Right?
Yeah, that's a.
Now I'm going to let y'all in
Yeah,
on
then,
one thing.
Oh yes.
Remember when we had the
Wait, what the
first
hell?
level update? There was a
Bro,
bit of a trailer
no,
with some
God.
things in it.
I do. Some
No.
eagle-eyed viewers
Yeah,
out there.
right?
Okay, kind of caught on to that right.
A couple of them, right? So what we've been doing is
I
not a
saw the
major
armor
reward to Highlander, to
from-
Warden, right? Don't get your hopes up. This is
Oh,
what's happening to
oh
Highlander,
my
to Warden.
God.
But what we've done is we've given him new follow-ups to Shoulder Bash. Max.
Yo, Warden did need to
video,
be
we
stronger.
as we go. So essentially what we've
What
done
the
is
fuck?
on left and right light attacks after Shoulder Bash.
Okay,
and
that's
on all
actually
the
cool, 'cause
heavies and as well as on
to be
low attacks,
honest-
we've given them all, and Top Light also does it, but all these attacks that I've listed that are listed here have.
I'm here for that
random
because
animations.
Warden's animations
We
were
took
always
the
shit.
opportunity
Great.
there as well to make sure we did more half sorting stuff. I know it's a big request from the community to have half sorting attacks. I see Brian. In the back
Brian's
there.
Yeah, this is a really good
Going nuts.
change,
That's great.
but honestly,
So
Warden
we've
didn't need to be
adjusted this, but at
stronger,
the same
so
time, we wanted to keep
let's chill with Warden buffs.
Warden playing
Okay,
the same, so it's the same.
let's
inputs.
chill with the Warden buffs.
Everything's kind of the same. The damage is the same. Recoveries, timings, everything is the same. It's just
Wait
different
a minute,
visuals.
what the hell?
Because we wanted to make sure that because these have uninterruptible stance, they need to be different than the attacks from neutral. Because it's not always clear otherwise. Are you throwing your neutral one? Or are you throwing the one after shoulder bash? Did I mistime it and the wrong one?
Of
came
course
out
people
if I
are
did and I get
exploding
armor
over
there?
this.
So it's kind of like it's a whole package here for this. And the reason why we did this, which is also quite important, right, is Warden has a bit of an issue in group fights where you couldn't really throw shoulder bash because you would get peeled constantly, very quickly. So with this, you actually are a lot more.
Okay, but
solid
here's the thing
since
about
you're
that.
basically
Warden
using
has
the
like
non-back shields.
stupid
So it
range
makes the hero much
with the
stronger.
unblockable
One has
heavy.
Literally no effect, but that's okay. It's really specific
And for
group
what the
fights.
hell? Okay, you
Usually
shouldn't be
it's
throwing
good
shoulder
because
bash
don't chain
like
on
that
this.
anyways, like it's a
Don't really
piece of
affect any
candy,
dodge attack in
because the
field,
bashes
so
feed
they-
hella
don't have this,
venge.
everything's still good there. But really, it's the
Why would
focus
you-
for ability. It's the
Who the
change
fuck
that
are you
we're doing
talking
now
to
for
about these
Warden.
changes?
We're trying to figure out what else we're going to be able to to do to make his group fight a little bit better.
Yeah, Havoc is
That's
probably like
step one.
loving this.
It's one of those things that we're trying
But,
to do,
like,
like a little bit more like step by
Warden
step
in
instead of
team
trying to
fights
do
was not
everything
bad.
all at once and see where heroes end up. That was very
His
successful with Warden.
heavy finisher is like
For example,
unblockable,
where
and it has good
small
range.
incremental buffs
Just
all
honestly
pretty
throw that
fast.
out and you're good.
Got
It's
somewhere.
gonna hit
I'm not saying there's gonna be
somebody.
buffs coming to Warden next patch, but
Zone, throw out the
approach is take a little
unblockable.
bit
You're
sometimes
good.
where we
You
go
didn't need
incrementally and
this.
See where things end up.
Yo, who are
and
they
adjust
talking to?
To get the heroes where they kind of need to be in a better position.
Right. Cool.
But that's it for Warden.
Very nice.
Then we have another slide, right?
They're like, people are,
There's another slide here.
what's
Which
the
is
word
a
I'm
bit
looking
of a
for?
nerf to some
People are
heroes.
countering certain things. Me, because I'm bad.
Attacks, right? So
Like, people are
you
countering
no
certain
longer
backstep
backstep
attacks,
your
what?
light openers with these heroes. So Warlord, Valk, Kyoshin.
Oh, okay, yeah, this is good, though. This is good.
Ranjin and Highlander. So you're
This is
looking at them
good.
like, that's a weird eclectic group of heroes.
It's very eclectic.
It's
yes.
very
But that
eclectic, right?
Warden nonsense,
Besides
they're like,
a
you know
bunch
what?
of them
People are
having
countering
shields,
this
right?
aspect of Warden, even though he has a
The
massively,
idea
like,
here is these are all superior blocks.
other aspect. What a terrible choice of words. Let's-
Warden is not in here because he already could not backstep.
Oh my
his
god, let's make him
fight.
even more annoying to fight in
Matter.
team fights.
But the thing here is that we've removed the ability to backstep. So even if you're
Because I'm already getting hit by
down,
Casper the
walk
friendly
back,
ghost,
walk back,
or
walk
the
back,
Casper the not so friendly
like,
ghost because he's hitting me.
You will just
And now I gotta
walk-
deal with
walk back.
armor.
It'll be
That's-
as if you're
oh
walking
my
forward,
God.
it'll be neutral. they're still going to be going forward. And so the reason why we're doing this is
But in
this
terms
was
of
a
like
very,
the
very
animations, I love the
selection
animations.
against opponents.
Why is
Because
this good?
what you could do with a lot of these
Because
heroes,
people
especially like with
could like
Kyoshi or
backstep
Furry,
and just be like kind of
you just, like,
completely
hold back, and then you
what's
see
the word I'm
red,
looking for?
tap light. If it's a
Invulnerable.
light, you'll crush and counter them, you'll beat
Yeah,
them.
and like you said, if there's
If
like
it's
a
a
light or
heavy,
something coming,
you'll
backstep light, you're
far
completely
enough
safe. It just
that
made
the
you like
heavy is
very
gonna miss
unnecessarily
you. It's gonna
safe.
miss you. It made
So
you
now like
way
you actually
too
have to
safe
kind of
for
play
this
the game a
hero.
little bit more.
We're only focusing on these heroes for now.
It was
Let's see how
fine on
this
Highlander
affects
because he
other
was like
heroes, how it affects
ass,
other things.
but
Like
like
Shinobi has some issues.
a VG
Here we can
backlighting
bicep
or
like
a
skipping to your offense.
Afira
We'll have
backlighting
to see
is just like
if
why
we
the
do this
character's
on more
already
heroes,
good.
If we do this on more attacks, but at least now for the superior block ones, also known as crushing counters, it's a very nice change. It affects Highlander too. That's kind of part of why we were pushing this at the same time as the Highlander rework.
Yeah.
To make sure that
This
things
is more so
work
like
with this.
for characters with
So
crush
it's a big
encounters
thing
though,
here. It's important. It's a request we've been
especially
doing for a
Afira
while.
and VG because they have
At
the
least
chain light
use
crush
these
encounter
attacks.
property.
To be clear as well, we've actually
Do
tried
changes to
tried
Hito?
quite a bit to both
God,
keep
Hito
the
is so
backstep,
annoying.
but then not it be as bad and end up being
Honestly,
worse because you.
I don't know if this is
were throwing
controversial,
fireball
but
attacks instead.
to be honest, they never should have buffed Hito that last time with the hyper
more it was
armor
messing with them,
increase.
The more it was either
I don't like that,
backstep,
but
and yeah, it's it's a bit sad
whatever,
you
it's
don't have that
Ubisoft.
extra movement, but it created
Hito's
way
just annoying as
worse
shit.
issues. It would
Hito's
either
not
you would
like
become unparryable or you would lose
I wouldn't say
range
Hito's
because
S
you'd be
tier or
on
whatever,
ice. So you wouldn't
but
really
Hito's
forward.
definitely like
There was a lot of,
pretty
like, other effects that it
pretty
created, so it's
stupid. I mean,
the
for God's
simpler and
sakes,
the
it's
better solution.
it's not even an exaggeration how you can play with one button.
Okay. All right. Cool. Then we have other changes that are a bit smaller on a couple of different heroes.
Okay,
but
what are
it's
these changes?
Nerfs to some of the overperforming heroes.
Oh wow, Hito
It's a
nerfs.
first
I
step.
think. Wait.
Here, again, just to make sure things are clear, but let's go through them. So Shinobi.
Okay, yeah,
his
I'm
light
fine with
openers
that.
Now deal 10 instead of 12.
Yeah,
There was
yeah,
something that
Shinobi
we
nerfs. That's
tried
what we
to do
need.
in the
Yeah.
past. Something happened.
Wait,
there was a mistake
wait.
somewhere in
This is kind of weird, but
and it didn't go through. So now it's.
I don't think this is what people wanted.
Things great, so they actually do
Yeah, this is
damage.
in terms of Shinobi
Again, damage curve
nerfs.
was a bit too high. You can do double lights with it.
What did you
A bit
miss?
too strong. So with this,
Peacekeeper is getting an
a lot of
Ezio
damage,
skin
so we're good.
with like
And then the
Ezio
second
has
zone
male
attack
animations and
is,
stuff.
now dealing
Assassin's
4
Creed
instead of
events
6.
coming back. This is
It's
all next week.
undodgeable when you dodge
Highlander
it's a bit problematic.
rework
So
is going
by
live with
lowering
a
it
few
just
nerfs.
a
Wave
tad,
dash is completely
it
removed.
helps, like, ease the pain.
Warden is getting buffed, so now
And then we
his
have
shoulder bash follow-ups will
Hito's
have
been, like,
hyper armor and different
creeping up
animations, which look
quite a
cool.
bit.
But at the same time, Warden did not need a buff,
So this where he goes a lot higher.
because they did it for team
And one
fights.
of the
But
main
Warden is
things
already pretty good in team fights,
is
so
we
like
discovered
that
that
wasn't needed.
The guard break
Um,
vulnerability of her opener heavies.
Characters
if
with
you didn't charge them at all.
neutral light crush
3
encounters, their
Normally, the
backlights were
magic
nerfed
number is 4
so that they can't just like kind of
And the reason why it's 4
brainlessly
is that
backlight to be
if I
safe
go
and get a
throw
crush
heavy
encounter.
at you,
And now
and I
this
feint, like, guard break, and
guard break vulnerability
I
during
read that you were
strike
gonna try
portion
to
of
parry,
heavy
my
openers
guard
is
break will
now
slam.
good.
No matter what time
Okay, well
you
there's the
feint,
Hito
I
nerf
feinted, no matter
for
when you
everybody.
press
If
heavy,
you wanted,
were
if you hated
parry
Hito,
the
just
right timing,
throwing out random
my guard
heavies,
break's always gonna land.
here
At
you go.
33, there's moments
Hitos will
where
have to press a button that
guard
is not the
break
right
will
trigger,
bounce. And so if
which is
you're
kind of
fighting
insane
Valkyrie,
for them.
Hito was super safe at throwing heavies at specific timings and parry windows where feint to guard break would just bounce off of her and she would get her heavies anyway. So what we've done
A massive
here is
nerf.
the way Hitokiri is built is there's like when you start
When I
an
say
attack,
it's a
there's
massive
charge portion,
nerf.
and then there's a strike portion.
I'd say it's a
And
nerf
so
to a
the
play
guard
style.
break vulnerability
Well, yeah,
applies
maybe you
only
could
to
consider
the
it a
strike
massive
portion
nerf, because
that
like,
we spoke about. Like you're vulnerable to guard break throughout the entire charge, but when you release the button,
how would I word it?
you used to have 33 MS.
It's definitely good that this is happening because they can't just like brainlessly throw out attacks.
So you
If
charge
everybody else
300
can be punished
minimum, then you go into
with like the
133
guard breaks
when you release,
through their
it
heavies,
gives you
then
a
Hito
minimum
should
of
too. There shouldn't be an
433, which
exemption.
is, again, like I said, our magic number for this. So it's less of a nerf.
But yeah, it's
than more of
definitely
a bug
pretty-
Fix. This happened when
Okay, you said
cut
less of a
down the
nerf, more than a
attacks
bug
because
fix,
they
but I
have
mean,
MS.
shit,
And then,
it's still pretty massive
like,
for
the
Hito
mistake
players who
happened that
only
where we
press the
didn't
right
use that
trigger.
window 'cause we
If
had
you are a
controls
Hito
and
player
stuff
with a
like
brain,
that.
then this won't affect you, to be honest. But
We do
if
have to do stuff
you are a
manually,
Hito
it's
player
called
that goes
fine.
into every match
Exactly,
and
right?
slams their
That's
forehead
angel hairs.
on the right trigger,
So
then this
kinda
is
how it works. So
bad
we-
for you.
we
You
gotta
are
fix this so
you are
that
not
we
going to be
should
having a
at
good
least
time until
respect
you
the
press
rules in
another
that
button.
regard. So that should be good. And then we have Afira. So So
0
some
damage or 1
private
HP,
moves
honestly,
are
same.
the
I hate that character.
attacks after her back.
Very annoying to
So
fight in
after
team
her
fights.
back, after her
Well,
kick,
in general, but
they now do
especially team
16
fights, my
instead of
god.
18. And the reason why we're like, again, you're like, oh, it's 2 damage, like whatever, right?
Now, what is Red
Because
Moon?
these attacks are guaranteed after a heavy
Top Red Moon.
right? You heavy parry, go into a neutral bash, go into those attacks.
That might be from the bash, to be
18
honest.
damage is a tad too high for heavy parry punishes. We don't want to have that. There's a reason why we're trying to move away from higher damage heavy parry punishes. Often, it's not fun to play against. She still has her.
Okay, this is just Aphira, like,
a lot of damage.
heavy after
But
bash.
If
Okay.
there's no walls around or anything, in most cases you're gonna be doing one of these two.
So
And
you get bashed
18
and you
is
get
too
hit
high.
by
16
Aphira,
is higher than
then
the baseline.
you're eating 16
Normally,
damage.
baseline is
If
a
you
light,
hit the
which is about
wall,
14-ish damage. The problem is that you have to spend extra stamina for your bash, and so we're kind of comfortable going. Well, look,
Might
you know
be-
what? I had to pay the stamp cost.
might
for
be
the bash, I have to
38.
pay the stamp cost for
I don't
heavy
remember how
damage.
much her top heavy does,
We're okay leaving
but
them
if
a
you hit the wall,
little bit higher,
does she get top
but
heavy
not at
anymore?
18 where it's just
It might be
way
side
above.
heavy. I don't know, but you're eating 30 something damage if you get bashed
And then
once.
finally we have Orochi and Zerg.
Orochi.
So Orochi,
Oh.
on attack now deals 11 damage.
Oh my god. Okay.
Again, changes to like some of these things. They can combo into like that combo light. All this.
What the hell are these Zerg
so
changes?
that the damage curve is more equal to everything else that we have in Orochi. Saturday finishers.
Okay.
28 instead of 30. Big change here. There's still 700
Orochi
We
nerfs.
still have very, very large hitboxes.
Oh my god.
It's
Side
really
damage heavy.
about
Or side
making sure that
heavy
they're
finishers
not
do
overly
28
aggressive.
damage
We'll
from 30.
keep an eye
Good.
on them.
If I got a nerf to
It's
that,
been
then so does
popping up more
Orochi.
and
We
more
did
and
the
more
same
and more.
damage now.
They're
Welcome to the
difficult.
club.
There's really
Storm
strong.
Rush
We're gonna
does
see if we can
17
push this
damage from
further.
20. That is
Now,
good.
because the
Storm
damage
Rush
will
did
be
not
a
need
little
to
bit
be
lower,
doing
you'll see.
20 damage.
And then finally,
Because here's the
Storm Rush now
thing.
deals 17 damage.
If you hit
20.
somebody with a heavy
It
hit
used to
stun, or
deal
you hit somebody with
60,
a zone,
but then you had a
Storm
guaranteed
Rush,
light
if they
after
can't
that
react to it,
dealt an extra
is
20
almost
total.
guaranteed. I say almost
When we
because,
removed
like,
that light,
yeah.
we
But
were like, well, we don't want to nerf Storm Rush.
yeah, Storm Rush is almost
We kept it at
guaranteed
20,
after heavy
like,
hit
we
stun.
raised it to 20 total. But
I
then
played
total
Orochi for
is
like one
still
day,
too high.
hit
Like,
people
after
with
all the
Storm
data we've
Rush,
had after all the
or a
videos we've
heavy.
seen, 20
No,
too
hit people
high,
with a zone or a
we're
heavy, and they went into
17,
Storm Rush.
much more in
It
line
was
with
free
actual
most of the
attack.
time
You have
because
to use it a little bit
the
more.
majority of people you play against can't react
And
to Storm
finally,
Rush.
Zerg loses a bit
Now
of
you can
damage,
light Orochi out of Storm Rush
but
if it's from
different
like
spots.
light hit
Sometimes
stun. So
it
if
goes down by
Orochi does
one,
light
sometimes
and then
it
goes
down by
into
two.
Storm Rush, you can light him
But
out of that.
essentially
But if he
it's
does like,
the
if he
more
hits you with the
damage
heavy
impact
and then
that
goes
the
into
Zerg
Storm Rush,
has, we're lowering them.
then
So top heavy opener deals
good luck.
28 instead of 29. That was a bit too high.
But yeah, this is
29.
good. I'm happy
Top
about
heavy
that.
finisher deals 30 instead of 31. Again,
Zone attack
it's
dealing
easier to
11
put those
damage.
attacks, so we don't want them to have, like,
It's weird, but I'm here
overly
for
high
it.
damage. Top heavy finishers, there are 32. They're
Zerg,
above
the damage is
regular limit of 30, but basically it's because they're tricky to get to. So at 30
it's kind of weird.
yeah,
It's just
a little
like
bit high,
they're kind of
but
trickling
we're
down
okay.
by like
And
one
then
or
side
two.
dodge lights now deal 13 instead of 15.
Oh
that
wait,
is
the
also
top heavy
because
finisher. I thought
his
that
side
said
dodge lights
okay.
are very, very strong. Big trajectories. Can be
Top
dodge
heavy
cancel,
finisher doing
have
30.
undodgeable, lots of movement. So we're lowering their damage a little bit.
I prefer
Again, see
28,
where
but
that
whatever.
goes. And so that's kind of like the idea.
Top
here.
heavy
So we
opener.
took
Okay, well
some
if
of
the opener is
overperforming
doing
heroes,
28, then
trying to level them
makes
down
sense.
a little bit with like through damage, and trying to see where that's
side
gonna go, see
dodge
if
or
how
side
much
heavy
of an impact
finisher.
it's gonna
I didn't see
have.
the rest, but
We'd like
whatever.
to take
Side heavy
smaller
finisher deals
steps
32
forward
from
to get into a position where we're comfortable.
from 34.
then massively over.
Good God.
Nuking a hero sometimes like it's sometimes
Not
it's
always fun, yeah.
it is sometimes necessary.
Oh yeah, it's definitely gonna hurt Orochi's, but
unfortunately, because
my God, am I
things are way
happy.
too complicated. Like it's and it's not about like spaghetti code or whatever, but it's they're a whole. And then
Now,
you
like,
pull on one part.
I was gonna talk about the Storm Rush change, but I can't find the words for it.
Sometimes you have to do this for things to stop being frustrating. Sometimes you don't. In these cases, we didn't have to do it yet.
I don't know,
See where
but
these
yeah,
things
I'll probably talk about it in a video
That's pretty much it for balancing.
if I remember it then.
Quite a few slides this time, eh?
That's quite a bit.
But yeah, that's
Yeah, that
it
was
for
a
the
lot.
stream.
But thank you so much, JC. For
I was kind of
all
hoping
that, as
at some
always,
point to see
very
a
in-depth
fix for the
explanations.
D&D palm
I
strike
always
thing.
really
How
appreciate
like
that. I know our
if
community
you
does too, to really
try to like
understand
keep
how
palm
that
striking or
works
whatever,
really
or
well.
if you
So
like
thank you so much for
if you hit
sharing
somebody
your
with both
insights
hits of the
and
zone,
changes and
I can't remember right now
everything.
if they block
Keep
it
out
or
there
whatever.
with
Actually, no, if they just get
Oh,
hit
yeah.
by it,
Well,
if it just hits them,
So
then
so listen, community.
yeah,
all these
Zerg changes feel
everything we talked
minuscule
about, if
compared
you
to
missed
everybody
any
else.
of
He'll still
this,
hit like a
we're gonna
truck,
have
to be
patch
honest, and he'll
notes,
still be annoying.
that'll be posted
But
online for you to go
for
through and
TND, if
read
both
off, about eco
hits of
mode
the
as
zone
well,
hit
and
somebody,
all this
you try to palm strike, the palm strike will like whiff in their face.
Not gonna go into that.
And if you you try to like palm strike and then
Anyway,
palm strike again, the
so
second
yes,
palm
so
strike
eco
will whiff.
mode, all the fun
So,
patch notes, lots of stuff to look forward to next week.
It's still
1
weird,
week from
but
today, April
that's probably
25th,
not going to get
for
fixed
all
because
that.
nobody
Just
cares
two
about
patch
good old
notes,
Tandy.
And don't go
But,
anywhere 'cause we've got a fun wrap-up outro coming up right after this.
Yeah.
So, JC, thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
All right, stick around. Don't go nowhere.
Okay. They said it was going to be a fun wrap-up, so I'll stay for the wrap-up. I can eat my chocolate-covered raisins. Valk? Yeah, Valk is pretty solid hero, yeah. I don't think you can go wrong with Valk. Actually, hold on. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to let y'all in on a little secret. A lot of people want Shaolin to be nerfed right now, especially in like the higher scene, the higher MMRs. A lot of people want Shaolin to be nerfed. Okay, I just had to eat some raisins. I'm back. They want Shaolin to be nerfed because of 3 reasons. The first, the flicker. So, for Shaolin, there's tech called, well, as you guys know, if you know Lu Sun Kai, #1 Shaolin, he found it, and he's been doing it for years. So with the Shaolin tech,
everybody.
it makes his key, his key stance attacks faster, and they look really weird.
So, to break it down,
Well,
we got
I heard it
four
doesn't make the
degree
animation
throwback
faster, it
events
just makes it look
starting
really
next
weird, but
week,
either way,
which
it looks
will
faster.
Also come with the
So there's that. And Shaolin doesn't really need it anymore since he has the rework, and the rework made Shaolin a lot better. Because if you guys have played against Shaolin, which you have, what I think about the update so far, I like it, to be honest. I like a lot of the nerfs, with exception of like Highlander, because I'll miss the wave dash, but I'm pretty content with this update. But
we've also got
yeah, with Shaolin,
coming for the Knights and the
he
Vikings.
doesn't really need the flicker anymore, because when you fight against Shaolin, you see how if you make a few wrong reads, you simply explode. So I'm also happy to see Hyper Duel's back. So Shaolin doesn't need anything to make his attacks faster. He's fine without it. Another thing, the sweep.
Yes. So coming up this season,
Because if we have 3 more you've all fought Shaolin by now. You'll notice when you get swept by Shaolin in a team fight, you are basically dead. Because the sweep, if someone is hitting you after it hits you, then you don't like get up or anything. Like, imagine TND's kick, for example. If somebody messes up the gank or whatever, then the person is just simply not going to go flying. But with Shaolin's sweep, if you get hit, where am I from? Virginia? North America. I don't know if there's an America. Wait, if there's an America, what the hell am I talking about? Virginia. North America. I don't know if there's a Virginia anywhere else. I was confused by somebody before. So I'm just going to say North America. But anyways, you get swept by Shaolin, you are basically dead. Everybody is hitting you with the strongest heavy in their arsenal, and there's nothing you can do about it. The third thing being Shaolin's
that's on me.
the feat where after key stance attacks you heal. So even if you block that, what is that? Oh,
shown here on
excellent. So even if somebody blocks, you're like key stance heavy, for example, I think parry as well, then you still heal. So when you're in a team fight, granted it's not much healing, but when you're in a team fight and a Shaolin is just throwing that out constantly at different people, and obviously not everybody's going to be blocking it, I'm going to have to buy another. Okay, lovely. With everybody, I'm going to have to buy another signature. Got it. So even if somebody blocks, parries, whatever. No, I wasn't saying that. With people doing different things, no one's always going to parry it. So it's going to hit them, either it's going to hit their guard or it's going to hit them in the face. So that's healing for Shaolin's team. So that's why people want Shaolin nerfed. They want the flicker removed. They want the sweep.
That's it. I don't
like nerfed, so you don't just simply explode after getting swept. And they are tired of people healing.
He is the Ezioist Ezio, I think. Like, I think it looks great. And I think a lot of that content's going to look really good on that.
But then again, nobody really cares about Wulin, so no, this is probably going to get life changed.
You said the thing.
No.
You're supposed to say it out loud.
No. But
Not
we've
to
got,
mention,
we've got community,
in Breach,
videos here for you. Nolan has
you can mark
you guys
the
haven't
spawn.
seen 'em.
Favorite part.
I've
So
seen
here's
'em.
the thing
I
with
picked 'em.
Shaolin.
So let's take a look at them.
You can teleport in people's spawns. You have to wait for somebody to
Are
be
you ready
there,
for this,
obviously.
I am
But
always ready.
with players, there's like a little delay before you can actually move.
All right. First
So if
up
a
here,
Shaolin
we've got
is
the best
there,
part about Ocelot.
and you just spawn, he can teleport into the spawn,
Love it.
Oh, it gets
place
so much
down the
better.
key trap.
And this, I can't confirm. This
My
is
lord.
the best.
That's exactly why you don't stand next to
got
a
it!
ledge with an ocelot on the field.
Oh man,
But
that's got to be satisfying right there.
Dispensing Aztec
If,
justice.
what was I saying?
I
Oh
bet you
yeah,
never thought you'd see
a Shaolin's by the
making some
spawn,
cookies. So we got
teleport to the
domestic
player
women
that's there,
not
and like I
taking
said,
any
there's a
shit from
second
that
of
dough.
delay before the player can move.
And then I had to throw this one
Now-
out there. This is one of my favorite things to come out of the April Fool's event.
hell?
Is just the Wu
Anyways,
take on
now
big Japanese.
They speak Chinese.
against bots, it doesn't
Oh,
work
man.
because
Yeah, I
bots
thought
don't have that
April
delay,
Fools.
but players do.
And then this lovely pixel art.
So yeah, you teleport in the
homage to
spawn,
Last Hero
place the key
Standing,
trap, and then it
game
just
mode.
it doesn't go away.
Colorized
Key
version
trap
of
does
this.
not have like
I only saw the colorized
a
version.
like cooldown like that, so to speak.
And then it's
So,
always nice when your teammates
Yeah, the team is just
know what to do.
permanently marked
Oh, I think we have.
for like until the next
Oh.
gate, and then you have to go replace it.
It's gone.
And if you're on a
So there you go.
map that
if you
only
if
has,
you
like,
want a
one,
shot at getting your videos
exit
featured on
way
Den, just post them on
for the,
subreddit, or social media and tag us. It's always fun to go through them
for the
every month
defenders or whatever,
and see what's
then
out there.
you don't have to worry about
It's just
teleporting
great,
into the
'cause our
spawn.
community is
Just
so
go to
good
that
at
exit way,
creating
place the
clips,
key
art,
trap down,
cosplay,
and then
all of
congratulations,
that.
you have
So
permanent
I
like
always
Apparently
love
making
legal
videos.
hacks
Yeah,
throughout that
yeah.
section.
Gotta see.
Like imagine
You gotta go all the rage,
walled
like
city
ninjas.
Vanessa
on
Bobby
Breach,
White
that
is
night
the
map.
execution
Yeah.
on
Think
Wolf.
about the
Smashed it.
My favorite thing is you take
the
a
second
ball
gate
and
and the
you
last
huck
gate.
it at the
So
pan.
actually, even the first gate
Everything.
too.
Really?
Yeah.
The defenders only have that
Sometimes
one
it'll work.
exit way. Like in the first gate, it's that like
So
stairway. They can only go down the
that's not all
stairway.
I-
Shaolin
we
doesn't
got-
even
we
have to
got
teleport
more.
up there.
Right, folks,
He just places
don't
the key
forget
trap
to,
down at like
arcade mode now
the,
free for
uh,
everybody. So
the
excuse not
last
to
part of
play,
it. I can't think of
check
the
it out.
word.
So, starting
Um,
today we have a
second
new
gate.
event, the Messengers of Doom.
The defenders only have
Now, and it's for
that like
everybody, so
little
please
room
check
at the
it out and
top
play it.
where there's the
Also this weekend, starting
his
tomorrow,
zip
we
line.
have an event ordered
Shaolin doesn't
for
have to
the
teleport in
challenge,
there.
so
Just go
the
up the
faction
ladder,
with the most allies
place it
survived, so
like
again,
pretty much where the ladder
yeah,
is,
I promise to do that.
and then you're good.
Can get revived when I-
Oh yeah, no problem. Love being here for you guys.
That's
And
definitely
then
a
the
thing to do
last
Help,
stage is
help,
just
help.
the commander
No, no,
area.
no
Just
revive.
place it at the
Just
bottom. You don't have to
just-
teleport in.
just-
But yeah, that's well, I guess 4 reasons why
This is
people
the way-
want
but Magic
Shaolin
Challenge
nerfed.
changes that.
It does.
Hopefully, sometimes.
Please.
What could they do for the key trap thing?
So
I
we
guess
got
make
the-
it so
yeah,
that
we have the
nobody
Assassin
asked that. I'm just thinking.
it
Make it so
flag,
that after a certain amount of people go through, the key trap goes away.
Yeah, we practiced this and I still messed it up. So anyway,
Ocelotl being OP.
Event orders coming up. So the first one will be
He's
running, from April
he's
6th.
strong, but I wouldn't say
So that's next
he's
week, after
like
the launch of the
stupid
season. So keep
busted.
an eye out for
Because a
that.
lot of his mix is like
Yeah.
unreactable.
I think
Because like the
that's-
lights,
I do believe that. I do believe that
the
is
bash.
it
I think the
now.
bash is pretty unreactable.
So thank you everyone at home.
Because he can
as a
feint it,
reminder,
obviously,
don't forget to
and
follow us
you're not gonna be able to react to the
on
feint.
Twitch, like some of you
And
it's
his
great.
unblockables as well.
But
So
also on social media, we've got
yeah, he can be
Twitter,
annoying,
at
but I
For
wouldn't
Honor
say he's
Game,
like
Instagram,
OP.
at For Honor Game. And if you like TikTok, if
Yeah,
you
I
like
just went
For
on
Honor,
like a
follow
what
us off TikTok, 'cause that's
5
where
minute
we
rant
talk
about why people want Shaolin nerfed.
I think that's it for this week. So we will see all of you next time on the next Warriors.
But
Day,
yeah,
stick
you heard it from
around
me.
because,
I'm just
we're gonna do
the
a
messenger
surprise
here.
raid on
People want
Mr. Sheik
Shaolin
Live.
shot.
If he's still online, so hopefully he is, and if so, he's gonna get raided. If not, anyway, we'll see you guys on the battlefield. Take care of yourselves. Stay hydrated. Bye.
Bye, everybody.
All right, that's the Warriors then. Thank you all for showing up. Happy to do this for you guys whenever it shows up. I've actually never missed the Warriors then in like a few years. Actually, I missed one. I missed the Magi's, but other than that, I've magically been able to catch every single Warriors Day. But yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. Ocelotl isn't OP. He's just annoying. Yeah, pretty much. He's just incredibly annoying. It makes you want to throw your controller into the atmosphere. But yeah, hope you all have a good day. I always end these things very awkwardly. Yeah, that's a word.